The Bitcoin bubble is bursting now. 51,000. We just been last week about 64, 65,000. And the reason we posting this video could be a very bold prediction or statement, but we definitely suggest to not buy the deep. What does it mean to not buy the deep? If you think that, oh, now it dropped 14,000 off the price, instead of having Bitcoin for $65,000, you can have it for 52, $51,000. So it's a great opportunity, right? So don't buy the dip. We don't think it's worth it. Uh, in fact, if you look in our YouTube channel about 4 months ago, we referred to this video several times. Are we in a crypto bubble? And if you're just looking at everything you see over here, this video, okay, was explaining about the dot-com bubble. If you're looking at the graph, that's exactly what happened back in those days. Also, what you're seeing on the side that Japan just crashed the global stock market. It's not only Japan; it's going to be a very big domino effect. You can look at other similar videos, but this was just posted 7 hours ago when everything just started. The main question is, should you buy Bitcoin? We think no, you shouldn't, and we already talked about it here. So you're welcome to watch this video talking about, are we in a crypto bubble? Also, if you're looking at the sentiment, worst thing is I have no money to buy the dip, so we are peasants. So it could look funny on one hand, and the same thing goes here. um, so nobody knows what's going to happen, and really nobody can tell you what's really going to happen with this. But if you're looking at the sentiments, a lot of people are asking, should we really buy the dip here? We have an opportunity, or some of them saying or realizing that this is a really big game changer. um, when the last time we seen like falls like this in the price, if you remember, that was around the coronavirus time. And if we're going back to 2020, we did experiencing we're experiencing like going up to almost $20,000 and then falling towards the $5,000. But what made sense back then is the fact that the market predicted that something is going to go wrong with COVID. Now, what's happening is a different game changer. Just going to show you one more thing here. So, if you go, for instance, to a website called Poly Market, the reason we also typing it here is because you know why. So, if you go to Poly Market, for instance, um, you could see first of all, there's a nice prediction. So it's going to be the US president. We already talk about it, and the VP, which here is the race. But forget about it for now. Look at this: Fed interest rate September 2024. So what does it mean? The Fed is going to decrease the rates. There's a very high chances that the Fed is going to decrease the rate 65% or maybe even 25%. And no change right now is only 4%. So the market is definitely predicting a rate cut. Now, what the market is just mentioned here on YouTube is that Japan actually raised the rates. So what we having here is a very big game changer where the US actually is going to lower the rates, and we see some different changes taking place in other countries. So that's going to be very interesting. In Asia, on the one hand, completely different sentiment. So all in all, it's a really, if you put it into perspective, the big game changer when we take those macro factors into account. As long as we only talk about discussing micro events, then that's fine. Also with Bitcoin, if you look closely at the price, every time it went towards, uh, it was about to drop all the times from 65 to 55, something like that. The market was pretty much showed a lot of mercy towards the bear, uh towards the ones who were bullish about the price. It went down from 65 to 62, and then it went up, kept on going up. This is the first time that we finally seeing, sorry to say to use the word finally, but yes, but finally we're seeing the bubble is bursting, and there's no huge event behind it like COVID or anything like that. So just reminding you again, the dot-com bubble. If you look at it here, that's exactly what happened with the dot-com bubble. You're welcome to read about it. But again, it's ballooned during the late 1990s and peaked on Friday on March 2000. So we posted it in March. We thinking maybe it could always happen in August as well. And it recovered since, but there was a huge crash that led the price to be down for very long time. So in our view, we already mentioned it in the video many times. Look at it, from 26, 25, it went up unexpectedly, like over here. So just apologies that to cut the video, make a few changes. Just explaining here briefly that we moving from talking about Bitcoin to STX. STX is a Bitcoin currency. It's based on the Bitcoin technology and the Bitcoin blockchain, and it went down in price. Let's go back to the video. If you remember that we were talking about it, that's a sort of like Bitcoin currency, okay? And STX at the peak was over $3. And that was the halvening effect that took place just several months ago. So you say, okay, so it was at the halvening effect, it should have gone up in the price. No, the answer is no. Look where it is now, $1.07, and that's a Bitcoin currency. It's technology. It's BRC 20. It's look what happened to it. And the same thing with Solana, for instance, was $120. Now it's less than that. That could be even explode even more down, and the rest of the currencies as well. So even if you look at say that we were referring to like, look, it's less than 21 cents now. Luna Classic is also not pumping up, but in comparison to many other currencies, maybe that's not doing so bad in comparison. But still, it's 4 zeros and six, and the rest here, Flocky Games or Flocky, it's over here. All the meme coins that we were talking about back in this video, are we in a crypto bubble? So all those meme coins that unexpectedly went up, it's still dog we've had is $1.11. It should go down even further. So yes, that's why you shouldn't buy the deep, because lots of all this crypto sentiment that was backed by something that was unexplained. Um, it's very difficult to predict the market. So it could go up to 54, then back to 50. You never know. The big trade has already happened. So that's the way it goes with trading. However, long term, we still don't believe that it's far likely in our view to finally go down towards the 40,000 instead of going up towards the 60,000. That's the way we're looking at it. And it doesn't seem to be like a temporary crash. At least that's the way we see it. And that's why we're posting this video as soon as it happened. Um, it- Again, it's a bold prediction, and nobody can really tell you the future. But from many perspectives and from looking at history, it does seem like the right direction for crypto is to go down over here. The only currency that might benefit is the USDT, USDC, that gonna be worth a lot more Bitcoin or other cryptos for the dollars that you're saving. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments and feedback, feel free to drop them below. See you in the next one. Bye for now.